King David's tomb and the Room of the Last Supper are two historically significant sites located in close proximity on Mount Zion in Jerusalem. Here's an overview of each. Before we start, we'd like to ask for your support. If you enjoy our video, please hit the like button. This will help us reach more people and create content for you. Now let's get started with today's video. Jerusalem, a city revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims, holds unparalleled historical and spiritual significance. Two iconic sites that stand out on Mount Zion are King David's tomb and the Room of the Last Supper. Both are deeply rooted in religious traditions and embody the cultural and spiritual heritage of the city. Although distinct in their associations and significance, these sites are intertwined by their proximity and the layers of history they represent. King David's tomb, historical and religious significance. King David's tomb is traditionally believed to be the burial place of King David, the legendary second king of Israel. David's importance in Jewish tradition cannot be overstated. He united the tribes of Israel, established Jerusalem as the nation's capital, and was the reputed author of many psalms. His legacy also extends to Christianity and Islam, where he is revered as a prophet and a model of piety. The tomb is located in a building on Mount Zion, near the ancient city walls. This site has been a place of pilgrimage for centuries, particularly for Jews, who honor David as one of their greatest leaders. The location's authenticity as David's final resting place is debated among scholars, as biblical accounts suggest that David was buried in the city of David, an archaeological site south of the Temple Mount. Nevertheless, the symbolic significance of the tomb on Mount Zion has made it a focal point of devotion. The structure and layout. The tomb is housed within a complex that has undergone numerous transformations over centuries. The building reflects a mix of architectural styles, including Crusader and Ottoman influences. Inside, the tomb itself is a rectangular stone structure draped with ornate textiles and surrounded by religious artifacts. Visitors often observe Jewish traditions, such as separating men and women during prayer and covering their heads as a sign of respect. Historical layers. The site's history is a testament to Jerusalem's tumultuous past. During the Crusades, the area was converted into a church, reflecting the Christian reverence for King David as an ancestor of Jesus. After the Muslim conquest, it was transformed into a mosque. Today, it serves as a Jewish holy site, although its layered history remains evident in its architecture and artifacts. The Room of the Last Supper, cenacle, biblical significance. Directly above King David's tomb lies the cenacle, or the Room of the Last Supper, one of Christianity's most sacred sites. According to tradition, this is where Jesus and his disciples gathered for the Passover meal before his arrest and crucifixion. The Last Supper is not only a pivotal moment in the narrative of Jesus' life, but also the origin of the Eucharist, a central rite in Christian worship. The room is also associated with other key events in Christian tradition, such as the washing of the disciples' feet, the institution of the New Covenant, and the descent of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost. These events imbue the cenacle with profound theological significance, making it a major pilgrimage destination for Christians. Architecture and design. The cenacle's current appearance reflects Gothic-style architecture, characteristic of the Crusader period. Its vaulted ceilings and pointed arches give the space an ethereal quality, inviting reflection and prayer. While the room's decor includes Christian symbols, such as carvings and inscriptions, it also features elements added during its use as a mosque, such as an ornate mihrab, a niche indicating the direction of Mecca. The absence of artifacts from Jesus' time has led some to question the site's authenticity. However, the tradition of associating this location with the Last Supper dates back to early Christianity, lending it spiritual rather than archaeological significance. Mount Zion, a shared heritage. The juxtaposition of King David's tomb and the Room of the Last Supper on Mount Zion underscores the shared heritage of Judaism and Christianity. For Jews, Mount Zion symbolizes King David's enduring legacy and the hope for a future Messiah. For Christians, it represents the fulfillment of that hope in the person of Jesus Christ, whose life and ministry were deeply connected to Jerusalem. Mount Zion has been a focal point of pilgrimage and devotion for centuries. Its strategic location outside the old city walls made it a natural gathering place for early Christian communities, while its proximity to key biblical sites cemented its importance in Jewish tradition. Over the years, the area has witnessed countless transformations, reflecting the city's changing religious and political landscape. Pilgrimage and tourism. Both King David's tomb and the cenacle are popular destinations for pilgrims and tourists alike. Visitors often approach these sites with a sense of reverence, drawn by their spiritual and historical significance. The experience of visiting these locations is often marked by a profound connection to the biblical narrative and the centuries of devotion they represent. King David's tomb. Jewish pilgrims visit King David's tomb to recite psalms, offer prayers, and seek inspiration from the legacy of a leader who exemplified faith and courage. The tomb's atmosphere is one of solemnity and respect, enhanced by the rituals and customs observed by visitors. The Room of the Last Supper. For Christians, the cenacle is a place of profound spiritual reflection. Many visitors participate in communal prayers or celebrate the Eucharist, recalling the sacred events that took place within its walls. The room's historical and religious resonance makes it a powerful symbol of faith and unity. Controversies and challenges. The dual significance of Mount Zion as a sacred site for multiple faiths has occasionally led to tensions. The complex history of King David's tomb and the cenacle highlights the challenges of preserving and sharing such sites in a way that honors their diverse heritage. Efforts to maintain the sites often involve balancing religious traditions with archaeological research and tourism. Disputes over access, usage, and preservation underscore the complexities of managing sacred spaces in a city as deeply contested as Jerusalem. Conclusion. King David's tomb and the Room of the Last Supper are more than just historical landmarks. They are living testaments to the enduring spiritual significance of Jerusalem. These sites capture the essence of the city's role as a crossroads of faith and history, where the sacred narratives of Judaism and Christianity converge. Whether approached as a pilgrim seeking spiritual insight or as a traveler exploring the depths of history, a visit to these sites offers a profound journey through the layers of meaning that have shaped Jerusalem for millennia. King David's tomb and the cenacle stand as enduring symbols of faith, hope, and the shared heritage of humanity. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video. Thank you.